We live drums.
Hello, I'm Gary France, and welcome to our continuing series on the world of percussion. Today's lesson is about the Glockenspiel. The Glock meaning bell, Spiele meaning to play. Glockenspiel, also called orchestra bells. Now here's a little number you might know. Yes, it's the same little bit of Carnival of the Animals that we played on the xylophone. The Glockenspiel sounds 2 octaves higher than written. Its range is roughly that 1 octave, 2.5 octaves. This particular set of orchestra bells or Glockenspiel is from a G to a C, 2.5 octaves. You'll note that the accidentals, the sharps and flats, are raised in much the way they are on the xylophone or on the marimba. We also have instruments made. For example, this Studio 49 instrument has a pedal that can dampen the Glockenspiel. This has an extended range. This instrument, besides going down to the G, adds 2 extra notes, gives us an F sharp and an F. And it has an extended range on the top. Our highest range here is a C, but it gives us a few more notes. This is important if you're playing some of the repertoire, things like Pines of Rome. There's a few composers who've written for that extended range. This instrument also has a feature where we can control the nodal point, the point of vibration, and it has a little lever here that I can move. We'll see if we can zero in on that, and what you can see is that the nodal point is actually shifting on the bar. This is very good if you want to have sort of a muted Glockenspiel sound. Here's our regular sound. And here's our muted sound. Just a little bit dampened. You can hear where the damper pedal is of a great benefit on this particular type of a Glockenspiel. Here, same thing, only here we dampen notes. And we dampen much the way we would on a vibraphone. Most of our playing on the Glockenspiel is done with 2 mallets, and today I was using brass mallets. We have a wide selection of brass mallets. I think we've seen a cutaway of some of those shots. We can also use a synthetic mallet. Let's have a listen to that. We can have a little bit harder mallet. And on this instrument, we often play mallets with play Glockenspiel with 4 mallets, and there are some examples where in the repertoire you need to play with 3 or 4 mallets. And here I use the Gary Burton grip that I showed you before, which is sort of a scissor grip, one of the original grips, the Musser grip, and I'm holding the mallets very closely together so that I can get close arrangements of pitches. So you can play clusters and chords and things like that. Okay, that's pretty much it for the Glockenspiel. Again, sounds 2 octaves higher than written. Rough range is 2.5 octaves. You should refer to our range charts for those of you in class with me. And if you have questions, clearly send them to me at garyfrance.com. Thanks for being with us today.
We live drums.